record this. So I want you guys to be really truthful with yourself. And like I said, it's going to hurt in some areas and it's going to be a little bit brutal, but you guys need to say, you know what, bring it on. I'm going to take the knocks on the chin and I'm going to do this, because look at your career and how you've grown when you guys have taken on things that were super uncomfortable. Look how you grew. But there's things in our career right now that we need to face head on and we have to tackle it. So I want to open up a conversation to you guys, and I want us to be all honest and all truthful. This is a non-judgment environment. I want you guys to spit out some things right now in this environment with your brothers and sisters here for support. What are some things right now, if you are being brutally honest with, that you feel that you need to truly work on, and that you have been shying away from, and that you are super uncomfortable with, that it's like, oh my God, I don't want to do that, I can't do that. Or the story that you have sold yourself that you are not good at this particular thing. Share with me. I want to hear from you guys. I want to open up the mic and I want anybody to share in this environment. So please, somebody take the mic. So Christina Dara, let's kick this thing off.
Making calls. I know how to do them. I'm not super uncomfortable with them, but I feel like I wake up in the morning and I have SCAD ready. I'm like, oh, I need to get on a call. Oh, I need to return that email. It's like actually sitting the F down and picking up the phone. Like I feel like I need somebody with a freaking whip to be like, sit down and go make your calls. Like, I don't know why it's so hard for me. Maybe I am intimidated from them and I am trying to run away from them. I'm being honest. I know I need to do them. Once I'm doing them, I'm fine, but it's just like sitting down and doing them. I don't know if you guys want to like everybody like Oakland office, Tuesday, 8 a.m. We all meet there. I don't know. Maybe I need like an accountability group, but picking an actual place where I know my ass has to be there, I think would really help me.
All right. So let me ask you a question. And I'm sure so many people on this call are down. Let's unpack this for a minute. What do you think the main challenge you're facing? Is it the rejection part of it? Is it the time blocking? Is it the time management? Let's actually get down to time management for sure.
I feel like I wake up, I'm like, poofy, calls, emails. Oh, I have to go do this. Like, I think I really need, it's like when I want to get back in the gym, I know how to work out in the gym, but I hire a trainer to hold me accountable, and I need the same thing. So whoever wants to do it with me, we'll pick either Oakland or Walnut Creek. Please.
Listen, you are the epitome of squirrel, right? Squirrel. Oh my God, good. Oh my God, right?
Bird.
Look at Amy Powell. And how do I know? A squirrel recognizes a squirrel, right? So I get it. So what you have to do, and what I implore you to do, what I encourage you to do, which is imperative to your success in this business, is you have to design your perfect day, right? And this is actually part of my notes here. It said, your day is filled with drama if your day isn't designed, right? And so let's think about that. If I don't have a day that is designed with key action items that I'm going to do every single day, rain, snow, or shine, what's going to happen? I'm going to fill my life with drama. Oh my God, I didn't do this. Oh my God, what happens? I'm worrying, I'm stressing. What happens when I have stress? It affects my health. It affects my mind. It affects my vitality. It affects all these different things in my life. And so now, you are choosing your heart, Christina. I'm going to choose the heart of, oh my God, I got to do these calls. On the other end of it, if I choose the heart of not doing the calls, you have some momentum right now. The risk is that you will not have that momentum. You will not have those people to call. You won't have that excitement. You won't have your next paycheck that is lined up. And so you got to choose your heart. You guys have these opportunities. And at the end of the day, Christina, you're great on the phones. You have an amazing personality. You've been in sales longer than a lot of people on this call this morning. So time management, creating your perfect day. So Christina, I want you to, I'm going to give you share screen rights right now. And this isn't about public shaming. This is about public support. What's that?
It's fine. Hold on. Let me get off my other computer. 1 second. Okay. I'm ready.
All right. I want you to pull up your calendar.
Sure. Okay. Poopy. Sorry. Sorry. Shut up. I'm sorry. Oh my God. Shut up.
All right, Christina, get him under wraps. If not, we could move on.
Okay, here we go.
Okay. All right, so pull up your screen. I want to see this bigger on the
Can
screen.
you guys not see this?
No, I can definitely see it, but I wanted to make it a little bit bigger.
Okay.
All right, so here we are, Friday, right? So Friday, you have cold calls from 11 to 12. So it's on your schedule. And then you have your community spotlight tonight from 3 to 8:30.
Well, that means I have to get ready too, starting at 3.
Okay, that's a lot of getting ready, but okay.
I have to be there at 5 plus drive time.
Let's talk about creating your perfect day. When and where's your morning routine?
So I left Friday, Saturday, Sunday open for showings, open houses, and have all my business productivity, as you guys can see, Monday to Thursday. So I left Friday, Saturday, Sunday open for open houses and showings.
Okay, cool. I think you have a really, really good start here. So give me an example. On this Thursday, new business development, does that include cold calls as well?
Yes, anything that's going to produce income. So whether it's cold calling,
but it sounds like on all, so let's take Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, and Thursday. Out of those days, how many calls did you make to prospective new clients?
I probably made realistically 15 calls that one day that you and I chatted.
Okay, one day. Okay, it's not enough, right? We all agree it's not enough. So okay, so this is good, and I love this. So let's stop sharing your screen.
Okay.
So here's what I'm going to recommend everybody do is I want you guys to create what you believe to be your perfect day. And I'll give you an example. You guys can search Tom Ferry. There's a video out there. It's creating your perfect day. And I actually have this on my notes today. I'm glad that we're segueing right into this, Christina, and I appreciate you being vulnerable and sharing this with me. So you guys need to create your perfect day as such. 5 to 7 a.m. Some of you guys are those early risers. You guys are on the Peloton. You guys are doing the work that needs to be done early on. And I love that. The meditation, the exercise, the, things that you need to do on a daily. So create a powerful morning routine. I set that up between 5 and 7 o'clock, whatever that looks like for you. I'm a 6 a.m. guy, 6:30, give or take. I don't work out in the morning. My mornings are all about reading, writing notes, listening to the market, having coffee, which is super important for me. And then on the weekends, I'm doing nothing but listening to tons and tons of music and listening to vinyl. That's what I do. So you guys need to have a powerful morning routine that's anywhere between 5 and 7. If you're choosing to go to the office, then put that drive time on your calendar. But if you're going to work from home, you need to be really, really set with your time. It's like, okay, I am disciplined. I'm starting my day at this time. Everyone be quiet, kids, okay, or they're off to school, whatever you need to do in the morning. But you need to make that morning about checking the MLS, role playing, checking through your database, following up with some of your hot leads that you've talked to in the past. And then before you get on the call with a new client, somebody that's fresh in the lead pond, you need to have warmed up a little bit. The last thing I want you to do is hop on a brand new phone call with somebody in the lead pond and that you haven't even warmed up at all. I'd rather you call somebody that you just spoke to last week. Hey, Tom, just want to follow up with you, see how you're doing. I noticed that you've been looking at some homes recently. Any questions? Cool. I'm setting up my calendar for Saturday and Sunday. Want to make sure to get you out to the homes that you want to see this weekend. Cool. Those are warmer leads. Go ahead, Christina.
Can you repeat that? You said check MLS. What were the other two?
So check it, and these are just thoughts. You guys can fill it in when it comes to creating your perfect day. Check the MLS, for the hot sheet, new listings, what hit the market. Role play, and if that means that you and Sandy Cruz, you and Kelly O'Gorman go through a quick role play session for 15 minutes to warm up your voice, cool. Then you do your hot lead follow up. And you call some of your leads that you have been talking to over the last couple of weeks, and you start calling those people, right? Those are the easy things to do. You can get those out of the way right away. But what it does is it warms up your voice and it gets you ready to start making those cold calls. Now you're active. Now you know a little bit about the market. You know what's going on. You feel fresh. Your coffee has had a chance to get through your system. Now you're ready for your power hour. Now that power hour from 11 to 12 o'clock is your opportunity to say, you know what? I'm dialed in. My body's has woken up. I feel good. I'm excited about my day. I've already warmed up my voice, and now I'm ready to start making that calls because you're already in a groove, right? The last thing I want to do for you, Christina, is the very first thing that you're going to do on your calendar today is make calls, right? So that means that I'm going to check emails, I'm going to do some things, and I'm going to go right into it. You need to set yourself up for that event. That way, when you go right into it, you're already warm. You're already warm, right? And Christina, you need to push yourself every single day. What I want you to do is, if you're in Chime, you have a dial-in, right? You're all about self-improvement. You're really in tune with your growth. You're a perfectionist. Here's what I challenge you to do. I want you to record a minimum of 10 calls every single week in Chime. Then what I want to do is you and I will connect the following week, because we have a standing week, weekly coaching. And then I want us to listen. I want us to listen together and find the nuances of where you can improve and get better on those calls. So you guys, I need a little help and support for you guys. Let's all hype Christina up. Let's get her motivated. Let's get her excited and let her know that she can do this shit. So Christina, team, let's give her something. Give me some reactions. Give me something below.
Ooh, come on, you got this.
All
Can
right.
I say, yeah, good job. Can I say something too?
Yes, go ahead.
So hi, it's Leticia. It's my first time here.
Leticia.
Hi, great group. Hey, Christina, one of the things that kind of helped me, because I was like that too, kind of wondering, okay, what does my day look like type thing. So this really, kind of resonates with me. But one of the things that really helped me is I had a coach that said, your goal is to make, how many appointments today or this week. And then that mindset kind of changed it for me, that at the end of the day, I'd say, did I make an appointment for today or tomorrow? So that was ultimately not just that I was making calls, but that there was a goal in it that I had to make an appointment, either for a listing or a buyer presentation. Right.
Yep,
And,
I love that, Leticia.
now I put on my calendar, and if I don't have in my calendar 2 to 3 appointments, I go, okay, what did I do today? And I kind of reflect on that. But I don't know if that would kind of help you, but that kind of helped me, just seeing it as making appointments is a daily thing to do.
I love that. And you know what, you should look at it like this, because the more conversations that you have, Christina, the more conversions to appointments that you're going to have. The more appointments that you're going to have, more showings. The more showings, the more contracts written. The more contracts written, the more contracts accepted. And so it's a cycle, right? So you have to say, all right, this week, I'm going to have a minimum of 15 conversations with people that want to buy or sell real estate. Now, that 15 conversations can come from 150 calls, or in some cases, it comes from making 40 calls, right? People just answered the call. So Dewey and Jen used to say, okay, for the month, we're going to do a minimum of 65 conversations every single month. And if we don't hit the conversations, we're both giving up $100, or the loser gives up $100. That goes to charity every single month. So there's this sense of accountability and push amongst each other. And look where they are at in their business now, right? Dewey's going to do 25 million. Jen's going to do 45 deals this year, but they started out with, my goal for the month is a minimum of 65 conversations every single month, right? And so it could take you just a handful of calls, or it could take you 150. But I like this philosophy, Leticia, and you should work on that. How many conversations am I having every single day, and how many conversations am I having every single week? Up your conversations, you're going to up your appointments. Up your appointments, you're going to up the offers written, and so on and so forth, and repeat that cycle. Because let's imagine this, Christina. You do this hour of power, this role play session, this morning mindset, database follow-up, you're working hard on your education. Then what's going to happen? If you duplicate that over 200 times throughout the year, how do you think at the end of the year your business is going to look, Christina?
It's going to be dramatically different, and I will be making a lot more money.
Dramatically different, right? Dramatically different, right? The fun stuff, like this thing that you're doing tonight, that shit's fun. It's hard. The truth is, the brutal hard shit is you get in on the phone call, right? That's going to be hard, but you have the skills.
At the office.
I'm sure someone on this call wants to meet you in the office. I saw somebody raise their hand. Eric raised their hand. Eric, chime in, brother.
Yeah, I'll meet you at the office. But as far as your, I think one of these group coachings before, we had said something about fear, and is it fear of the phone, or what's greater, the fear of the phone or fear of being broke? You know what I'm saying? So when I first started, and in the pandemic, that's when the beginning of pandemic, that's when my business really started to take off. And that's because I didn't really have anything else to do. We couldn't, hold open houses. We couldn't really go out and do our normal activities. So I was like, okay, well, I'm just starting off. And if I don't make my calls, I'm going to be broke. So that fear overtook my fear of making calls. And then, you know, once you do start making calls and you start getting better at it, it becomes easier and easier, and it starts becoming fun, because it's like a game, right? Because every no is going to get you closer to a yes, right? So the more no's, you're trying to get as many no's as you can, because you know there's a yes coming up. You know what I mean? So I think you just need to, you know, and one of the tips that I'll give you is, like, you know, when my tongue is like right now, I can barely talk. You know, I'm trying to be eloquent, but I can't talk, and that's because this is my first time talking. That's the same thing on the phone, right? You got to warm up your engine. So like what I'll do is I'll call my lender, be like, yo, Brandon, what's up, dude? I just want to check in with you. What's going on with this client, this client, this client? Or I'll even call my homie, be like, yo, what's up, dude? I just wanted to say hi. I haven't, you know, talked to you in forever. How you doing? How's family? How's the dog? You know? And once you get in that mode of talking, now your mouthpiece is warmed up, ready to go. And then you can start hitting clients. And you know, that's another thing. When you know, I started off hitting up the lead pond, and there's a lot of garbage in there, straight up, right? And it used to be like, oh no, I'm not interested anymore. I'm like, oh, okay, sorry, bye, right? But now it's like, since I've gotten better, it's like, oh, I'm not interested anymore. It's like, oh, may I ask why, if you don't mind? Oh yeah, because blah blah. I was like, you know, I was like, oh, is it because of the pandemic? Well, let me tell you about what's happening in our market during the pandemic. And then you start breaking down walls, and then you get closer and closer to that yes that I was talking about, right? So, you know, I think much like a lot of stuff in real estate, it starts with self-limiting beliefs. Whenever you start yourself off thinking that you're going to fail, chances are you're going to fail. When you come in with that positive mindset, you know, and you're ready to, you know, fail forward, then you're going to grow and you're going to get better. And these phone calls that you hate doing are going to become easier and easier and easier, more fun. You know what I'm saying? So if that takes an accountability partner, then partner up. I mean, look at all these beautiful faces on here. We're all showing up because we're all trying to learn. We're all trying to progress, right? So partner up with somebody. Nicole, I see your hand up. You got a question? Anyways, yeah. And if you guys have any questions,
I was gonna share a game I made up this week to kind of help me with my anxiety for calling. Because a lot of times it's easier to kind of focus and tune other thoughts out when you like have intention. So what I do is I open my Calendly link as if I was a client going to schedule an appointment. And the goal is to get rid of all the blue dots on the screen so that you're booked up, you know, going into the next couple of weeks.
I love that. I love that. Absolutely love that. You know, and to piggyback off of what Eric's saying, you know, we talk about this all the time, Christina, like pick your hard, right? Pick your hard, right? It's going to be super, super hard if you're broke and can't pay your mortgage versus I get to meet some strangers over the phone and hopefully potentially convert them and help them find a home and change their life and make 20 G's, right? So it's like pick your hard, but make sure that you have that discipline. And I love that. So you guys, back to this, you're creating your perfect day. 5 to 7 is your power morning routine. 8 to 11 is checking the MLS, role playing, warming up your voice, calling your warm leads, doing some follow-up, getting your voice ready. So when that curtain opens, oh, you're fucking ready, right? You've warmed up your throat. You're not just trying to sing for the very first time. You've had your tea. You've practiced behind the scenes. Bumblebee, bumblebee, bumblebee. You are ready for when that curtain opens to sing. Shut up. Stop, Cynthia. You're ready for the world, right? So you have to make sure that you are ready. And so good stuff. And before we go on to somebody else, in the afternoon, your afternoon should be able to say, you know what? That's when I'm out touring homes. That's when I'm going out and showing homes. That's when I'm going out and meeting people for buyers presentations, listing presentations. And you know, it's going to be one of the most important things on your schedule. By show of hands, how many parents do we have on the call today? Please raise your hand. How many people are in a relationship? Please raise your hand. All right, here's what I want you guys to do is I want you to, on your calendar, is I want you guys to have a stop time. And I know how hard this is. I literally know how hard this is, especially if you guys are in contract, you guys are closed. There's going to be anomalies and there's going to be unicorns, right? But I want you to have some time to unwind with the family. I want you to have some time to relax and have an uninterrupted dinner, right? I'm challenged. I'm in love with somebody that is in real estate. We are both grinding all the time. So, but to be able to say, you know what? like phones down, no phones at the dinner table, and let's just relax. Like, I want you guys, and I encourage you, because you're going to get busy in this game, encourage you guys to have that stop time, to reflect, to unwind, to release, to have that quality connection time with your family, because they deserve it and you guys deserve it. So have a stop time in your calendar when you're creating your perfect day. All right, let's go to somebody else. We talked about running towards your pain, running towards the fire. What is the challenge that you're facing right now that scares you? Something outside of your comfort zone that truly scares you. I want you guys to throw it out there. Christina, thank you for being vulnerable. Kathy, Daniel, hit us with it.
So I'm going to be completely open and honest here. I am terrified of making more money than my husband, because we're a super traditional Catholic family, and he is definitely the breadwinner, head of household. And when we were at Tony Robbins and they had that couple that stood up and said, you know, she said, I was afraid to let my candle burn brighter for fear of dimming his. That hit me. I was crying my eyes out, because I was thinking, shoot, if I make more money than him, am I going to emasculate him? Am I going to take away his power? Am I going to change this dynamic? And I'm just being completely honest here, guys. I'm afraid of that.
Wow. Like, this is probably the first time I've ever heard this in group coaching. And Kathy, thank you, because you've been in this business now Kathy's been in this game for 40 years. Is that correct?
Yes.
40 years, wealth of knowledge. I feel like, you know, you have this reinvigorated spirit. You join this team, you search for this team, and here you are learning and growing. Have you and your husband had that conversation about the money that you're potentially going to make and how it would potentially make him feel?
Yes and no. He likes to be in control at all times. So a little background, he went to an all boys Catholic school. I went to an all girls Catholic school. So we were both taught that these are where we fit. So we've had a little bit of that conversation, and he gets mad when he thinks I'm hiding money on him. I'm not. Like, I'm really good at budgeting. I'm really good at scheduling. And like I posted last night, you know, my new car. He doesn't know that yet. So I guess, no, we really haven't had that conversation.
Yeah. So, I mean, and obviously anyone else could chime in, especially if you're married and been married, but I think this is a conversation worth having. Obviously the car, but just to share with them, like, hey, like, I'm doing this for us. And so we can have an even better life for our grandbabies and for our retirement, and making sure that he understands like what you're working towards. I think that's a conversation that needs to be had, because how long you guys been married?
A little over 40 years.
Yeah. And he loves you, and I'm sure you are his queen, right? And I'm sure he wants to see you happy. And I'm sure
No, the queen is parked in the garage with a 300 Verado engine on it. So no.
I take it that's the Corvette?
No, it's the boat. That's the boat.
Oh, it's the boat. Okay. Well, hey, I mean, my advice to you is that you guys sit down, have a conversation, because your career, you're going to get busier this year. You're going to get into markets that you probably haven't been into. You're going to have more exposure, more leverage, and be able to grow and be able to succeed in ways that you haven't, because look at the team that you have in your corner now that you've never thought. Or yeah, you guys bring this to some type of therapist and have that conversation.
And that's why I picked this team, guys, because there's so many, like, you guys are a different generation, so to speak, and there's so many strong and powerful women in here, and there's so many strong and powerful men that support those women, and it's something that I've never seen in any other team. This team is amazing.
Yeah, it's tough, but it's like, you know, having a strong independent woman, it's you know, it's rewarding, it's challenging. And so yeah, I appreciate you being vulnerable. Oh, we wrote communal goals. Okay, good. Cynthia, I mean, you're married. You have something you want to chime in on? You want to tap in on that? You're muted for some reason. There you are.
The sound. So I was worried about that too, Kathy, because I grew up Catholic, and that's like, you don't make more money as a woman, right? You've got your roles, right? But that's not how I feel. That's not how I roll. So we just sat down and talked about it, and was like, look, how is it going to make you feel? Because I am working towards our why. How would it make you feel? And he's like, dude, please, yeah, like go make more money than me. It's just going to contribute to our pot. But I think that in past relationships, it would have been much different. So I would just say, sit down and have that talk. Yeah, we've got like our vision board that we made together. I have my vision board that I made. And then I have my solo business goals up here. And then we have our goals that we set too. And you'll be amazed. It's fun. You laugh, you cry, fucking wine gets involved. Like it's a lot of fun, but it's such a good conversation to have. Even if you're not married, this is a good conversation to have, just so that you know how to set the foundation and just say, look, this is our lives going to be this. That's just life. Like the universe throws things at us. So you just got to know how you're going to roll with it together.
Yeah. And how to roll with having your husband's desk right next to you and you're right in front of him. You got to learn how to roll. So good stuff. I really appreciate it. I'm going to ask a survey question, and the survey question needs a response with the reaction down below. So please use the reaction down below. I know that this is a fear amongst many of you. So let me ask the question. I want to see the screen lit up. How many of you are still fearful of this? Hey guys, just want to touch base with you, tell you how everything's going. I noticed that the market's been a shift. How many people are still fearful of doing that right there? All right, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. All right, let's see who else. 6, 7, 8, 9. Okay, all right, wow, 9 raised, 11 hands. Okay, wow, okay. Come on, Eric. All right, so I love this. Look at the screens lit up. We are in the economy of video first marketing. By a show of hands, whether it was on the toilet this morning when you were sitting drinking your coffee, how many people have watched at least one video this morning? Yeah, so have I, right? We're in the economy of video marketing first. You guys think, well, maybe I should make a video this week. No, you guys should be making hundreds of videos. And listen, some will be donkeys, some will be unicorns, right? You don't know, right? So you just have to keep on pushing, keep on creating stuff, try and try and try and try. Don't get lost in the, no, I'm not gonna put that. No one's gonna like that, right? Because then you're gonna lose every single time. You guys have to understand where a consumer's mind is right now. And you have to meet a consumer where they are. And I want to encourage everybody to just turn this thing around and say something and then post it. And who fucking cares? You should be posting hundreds of videos, because all we're looking for is, and don't listen to Elias when he cracks jokes either. All right, so Melody, let's talk a little bit about video and let's talk about this joke. But let's talk a little bit about creating video, because you're pushing out a lot of content. So let's talk about this, because there's a lot of fear associated with this. We know it. Look at all the hands. Mel, chime in.
Yeah, I think, well, first of all, I posted a video this morning when I was on my Peloton talking about how we're choosing new squads for Q4. And then Elias told me we're not in Q4 yet. So I felt like I should delete my entire video because I felt like dumb. But obviously he's like, don't delete it. You did a great job. Like, you made some great points in there. But I do that all the time. Like, I will be in the zone and I'll want to get on my phone and I'll like feel super motivated and pumped up and I'll want to say something to help someone else. And then I won't like the way that I look, or I don't like the way my eyelash is hanging off, or I don't like the way my hair looks that day, or I feel like maybe other people will think that I sound stupid or aggressive. So I've judged myself a lot, and I've deleted a ton of content that I should have probably just left out there. But I think that it's all trial and error. And I think that it's all just like getting used to your own voice. In the beginning, when I was on video, you guys can go see my very first YouTube video. I posted it in like 2018 or 19. I was the most cookie cutter, hair in a bun, pearls out, black suit, like stilettos, like standing in front of the building. Hi, this is Melody Shahid with J. Rockcliffe Realtors. And today I wanted to talk to you about the city of Walnut Creek. You know what I mean? Like that compared to today, I'm a totally different person. Like I'm cussing up a storm. I'm making a fool of myself. I could care less if someone thinks that, you know, I'm loud or aggressive or, you know, whatever, unconventional. And I think that that's just being a part of people that do it a lot. Just being around people that really truly love you and support you anyways, and they're rooting you on. And like, if it wasn't for Kenny and Elias and everyone else telling me, make video, make content, people are watching you, you have a voice, then I honestly probably never would have pushed myself to do it. So just listen to the people around you, listen to your support system, and then just get out of your own way after that. You know, just let things flow and someone will resonate with it no matter what.
And what a great video right there. It's like, hi guys, this is Beverly. This is one of my first videos that I've ever made. So, you know, support me and help me. I'm getting over my fears. Want to talk to you about that, whatever that is, right? It's okay to share with them that I'm actually scared to make this video, but you know what? I'm doing it anyways because it's uncomfortable and I want to grow and I want to learn, and hopefully that inspires you to grow and learn. Man, thanks Beverly for being so humble. It's not like, oh my God, the lighting perfect, or I'm over edited, I'm over analyzing. Just get out there and say some cool shit and put it out to the public. Whether it's about your journey, real estate, about your dogs, about your cooking, about your roller skating, about whatever you're doing. You know why? You guys are cool. Every single one of you are cool in your own right. The things that you're doing, the poofies of the world, all your plants, the homes that you're seeing, the soccer game that you're out with the kids. It doesn't have to be, hi, let me give you real estate tips 101, right? It can be some of that, but make it about your life. Your life is what makes you cool. Talk about who the heck you are. A consumer is going to tune you out if all you push is real estate information. They're going to tune you out. Okay, another pitch from Beverly. Cool, the market's softening, interest rates are low. Get into the market now. Now is your time. Call me. I'm the perfect person to help you with your real estate fucking goals. Blah. Boring, right? Give me something that's rich in content. Give me something that is real. Give me something I can be like, I see you, Brianna. That's totally different. Love the way you put that across. That's someone that I would work with because she seems real.
Elias, do you mind if I can log in and I can actually show them my my brain dump for all of my my videos. I literally have a Trello board and I just dump all my videos.
I want to see your brain dump really quick. Absolutely. But let me get to Sandy Cruz's questions. So Sandy Cruz, go ahead.
I think my hand was still up from earlier.
Oh,
sorry.
Okay.
I got stuck reading in the chat and I forgot to take it down. Everyone's giving great suggestions too. I'm pumped. I have a hard time hearing things about myself on social media, so it's good suggestion.
Hey, listen, Sandy's killing it on the ramp on her skates. She just learned how to do a backside stall. Like, so that's cool content, right? That's cool content. I can see her creating, hey guys, I just want to give you a quick video like on her roller skates, right? It's different, it's real, it's her, and I absolutely love what you're doing on social.
Don't worry, I have some really cheesy ideas coming everyone's way on my skates.
Cheese it up because roller skates a vibe right now, and I absolutely love it. And it's a challenge to you. How much time did it take you to learn how to do that backside stall? What were you doing? You were overshooting it. You got to lean forward a little bit. Leaning forward, that means like, oh my God, it might be able to fall on my face here, but you learn, someone gave you some advice, and now you're rocking it. I saw you yesterday, you're nailing it every single time. That correlates perfectly with the growth and the challenges that you're going to face in real estate and life. So I think that there's direct correlations there. So good stuff, Sandy. Let's go over to you, Mel.
Okay, cool. So anyone is more than welcome to steal this from me. If you guys want the templates, I spent like 3 hours and I put all of these together, but I'm happy to share them with you because I don't want you to have to spend 3 days figuring this out. So on every day of the week, I know exactly what I'm posting. I set a due date on it. And then if you click on the inside, this is exactly what the copyright looks like. And the hashtags usually go in at the last minute because I use an app called #expert. So every day of the week, it's different. And then as I'm driving along or as I'm in the shower, I'm going through all the different ideas that I have in my head for agent attraction, for my podcast, for, you know, brain dumping, for future posts. And then here is where I'll do like, you know, different things like vlogs and lifestyle and Team Fast and like different things that I'm working on. But if anyone wants to steal that, I'm more than happy to share it with you. It helps me stay organized. And then also on top of that, I stole from someone else. Like everyone is always stealing from each other. So it's not mine to own. It's all of ours. And I think that it, the last thing that I'll say, Elias, and then I'll be quiet, is I met with a social media manager that I'm going to be hiring soon. And she told me that anytime I post something on my social media, it should stand on one of my 4 pillars. So the pillars of your business, whatever that is, choose lifestyle, real estate, entrepreneurship, family, whatever that is, health and fitness. I know a lot of people on here work out like I do. So that's a big part of, you know, running your business and staying healthy. Pick those 4 pillars or however many you want to pick, and then make content around those and try to just stay on topic with those 4 things. And then that should just give you an idea just to get your minds kind of working.
Beautiful. Absolutely love this. Yeah, make sure to share that with all of us. And then you guys, I want you to pick.
Saved my life.
What's that, Nicole?
I think she just solved my life.
I love it. So you guys, I want you to.
In front of the computer, like trying to figure, like, I don't know what to talk about, you know, stuff like that.
Yeah, and I love this organizational approach to it. So you guys lean into people like Melody, lean into people like Aaliyah, who's creating cool reels, lean into people like PK, Lauren, who's pushing really cool reels out, you know, that understand algorithms. They understand the key music that is going to get you tons of followers and tons of likes, you guys, tons of things we give you on social. But before you do all that, before you organize all that, you got to just start recording. You got to start like getting over the fear of actually doing it. So love this conversation. Damian, go ahead, big dog.
Oh no, I just wanted to chime in because I'm one of the worst at doing videos, and I get in my own way every single day. Like I wake up with this intention to make a video and I'm so awkward with it. And I know we've been talking about this for months, but I will get there. I'm going to do something today, I swear. But I wanted to share with everybody, I just got a counter offer accepted on my listing that's way out, and it was stressing the shit out of me.
Undercut!
Contract.
Undercats! Attaboy!
Hey, real quick, 2 things. Melody, when I turned on my MacBook today, the first thing I saw was the podcast bullshit come up, and your shit was right there. I was like, God damn, I know her. This is crazy. The big stoke on you, your presence on social media and your whole game, and seeing how you organize this shit is mind-blowing. And Damian, you motherfucker are one of the fucking steeziest, most stylish, fucking sexy, cool dudes on the team. You better get on that shit, bro. Because people will fucking watch your shit. I'm telling you, homie.
Thank you.
Like,
and go Thundercats, baby. Get that shit ratified.
Yeah.
I told you this, and I've been saying it to me, and like stylistically, you bring a total different flavor, man. Like totally different flavor. Like stylistically, man, like lean into that, right? You're a lyricist, you're a poet, like all these things that make up Damian.
I'm also insecure, so it's just.
Hey, who isn't?
Yeah.
Who isn't, right? We all have our insecurities, right? But it's okay to talk about those things, man, because there's other people out there like, dang, Damian, thank you for being humble and sharing that with me. I like this dude. I could rock with this dude. He's real, right? So congratulations on getting your listing. I know, where's that at? It's up in the hills somewhere, right?
Valley Springs, like 30 minutes from Stockton. I had no idea how this was gonna go. I was getting scared because we're approaching 20 days, and I'm like, oh shit, are we gonna have to reduce the price? What is going on? And so I got this offer on Monday and been going back and forth all week. And just now, this morning, while we're on the meeting, yeah, it came through. So.
And you know what? No matter what, like he's still here. He knows he's got stuff going on. He's got the baby, and right, he's still here. Damian's almost every single group coaching. So let's come to the tail end of this. You guys, fire content today. Thank you to my leaders showing up today. I appreciate your guys' thoughts, your insight. Appreciate you guys coming here, sharing, giving, contributing, being humble. So thank you. Let's go around the room. I want to hear a couple takeaways. I'm gonna go with you, Zyra. Zyra, how are you? How was Dallas? Good to see you. Let's hear from you. What were some of your key takeaways from today's session?
Hello, it was so much fun. I'm having withdrawals. I want to go back. Okay. So I really liked the 4 pillars that Melody said. Have my test scheduled for next month, which is almost here. So I'm actually gonna have to get on Prep Agent right now. But the 4 pillars.
If you end up at another team, I'm gonna be so pissed off. No,
no, I'm already getting Codewell Banker. I'm getting all these things, and I'm like, bye.
Sorry, no. You should listen to all offers, but go ahead, Zyra. Sorry.
Yes. Pick 4 pillars to make content on it. I'm pretty sure the beginning of it, it's mainly trying to get my face out there on social media and in front of the camera and stuff like that. I'm not really shy in front of the camera. I just don't know how to edit stuff. So what else? Okay, what you said about making the schedule, stopping time for daughter and the hubby, because right now this is the first time in a while that I will be start working again.
Yeah.
So my daughter seeing me study for freaking hours right now, she's like, mommy, and just 2 days ago, she started crying and she said, mommy, you don't have time for me. And I don't even want to get emotional because that broke me. So, sorry guys. Okay, I'm not gonna cry. But my focus right now is I love the gym, but I know that for right now, I'm gonna have to step back, get a quick hour workout just to keep myself sane because it's something I love to do.
Totally.
But either wake up earlier or I have to skip it. Today I chose to skip it because coaching and studying is way more important while she's at school, and then having that time once she's home. So
love it.
Yeah, so I think I'm taking that and then creating a powerful morning routine. Actually, Melody inspired me to start doing yoga again and meditation in the morning. Again, because my anxiety can just start kicking in, and I'm like, no, I'm in control, And I think the Tony Robbins thing was so important and so helpful because it really made me take control of my mind again and being like, no, I have the control. And not only I have the control, but I have the control to not be in control all the time, because that's one of my problems. I always want to be in control of everything, and some things are out of my hand. And I think that really was so inspiring and beneficial. And it's just getting me back in control of my own life.
Love it. I love it. And Zyra, so you've been a part of our environment now for I think 6 months. I met you on a Zoom call with Christina Pineda in front of our office in Walnut Creek, right? Yes. You guys were outside. So I would start looking back on your timeline of when you even started having this conversation. And if you choose us, which I hope you do, talk about all the things that you've been a part of before you even get a license. You're on Slack, you're at our golf tournament, you were in Tony Robbins, you're part of these group coaching sessions, and you're not even licensed. Then talk about all the things you did to prep to make this so real for when you get your license, you actually have some momentum. You're not just starting on a stop sign. You already have some momentum because you've already heard some great gems from the people you've been around. So Zyra, super, super stoked for you.
Can I do one more thing?
Yeah.
That was actually one of my biggest fears. And that was going into the Tony Robbins thing too. I didn't want to speak about me doing real estate because I had failed at my previous business venture, which was microblading, opening up my microblading business. I completely failed right before, was able to work 3 months and then had to completely close down my studio. So it was hard for me to even come out here and say, oh, I'm at a real estate convention. And people were probably in my mind, people were going to be like, oh, she's already doing something else, or, so it was just really hard for me. And taking control of myself and not giving a shit what people think.
Yep. To the world, right?
Yes.
Right? Silence the haters. You'll see them on your way to the top. So I appreciate all your insight. Let's go over to Run On. Said tremendous success with us. Run On, first time at group coaching. Takeaways.
Perfect. Actually, I want to respond to what Zaira just said. Like, yes, you're onto something else. It's okay to fail. You know, you take it and you're like, yeah, I failed. And you just got to be okay with it, because when you're okay with it, other people are okay with it.
Yeah.
And you just got to move forward, because you can't change what happened in the past, but you can create your future.
Totally.
Right. And this is amazing. Like I have a goal sheet from the Tony Robbins conference, and I was just adding to him like, oh, okay, like brainstorming. It was totally off topic from what we were saying here, but that opened up things that I had creating in the background. So I'm like, I need to go write this down before I forget. So thank you for doing this. It's my first time, because I've had, kids at home. They're now at school. My 8:30 has opened up, and I was like, what am I going to do? I'm like, oh, there's group coaching. Here I am. Thanks, Elias, for putting it on. Thanks, Melody, for sharing. That was an awesome brain dump. I didn't know. I'm like, brain dump. What do you mean by brain dump? It's amazing. Thank you for showing it. Please share it. Don't let us struggle in recreating this wheel.
That's right.
And Kathy, thank you. I struggle I'm sure there's a lot of people here like struggle with the balance of work. I am a workaholic, and I'm a mom with a relationship that's always up in limbo with the kids. Same thing, right? I have the kids like, you're always on a call. You're always on a call. I'm like, yes, I'm always on a call. And incorporate stop time. Thanks, Elias.
You got it. You guys, I'm here for you. I appreciate you, and more. Before I wrap up, sorry, Nicole, did you have a quick question?
For Zaira, you said just based off what I just heard you say with your microblading business, you said you're only were able to work 3 months. Did you have to close because of the pandemic?
I did, yeah.
Not a fail. That's out of your control. That's not a fail.
Mm-hmm.
Right. That's right. Hey, we've never been faced with a pandemic, and look what a pandemic led you to. That didn't work out, but it led you to have the inspiration and motivation to get a license to help people with the biggest asset of their life, which could help you make hundreds of thousands, potentially millions of dollars. Thank you, pandemic.
Thank you, pandemic.
Thank you, pandemic, for closing down my microblading business. And look what I found, right? Because look, we probably would have never met. I've met you a couple of times. I think you're a great person. Look at this environment now you have to be a part of, right? And I cannot tell you how great this environment will be for you. So you guys, I appreciate you more than you know. I'm super, super grateful to be able to be in a position to serve you guys, to give back. Super stoked. At one time we were at 54 people today when we got into this group coaching. So keep showing up, keep doing the work, keep providing your gems, your insight, your thoughts, your vulnerability. This is how we all grow and get better. Get out there, own your weekend, have some fun, hug the babies, hug the grandbabies, do some swimming, get on the jets, do whatever the heck you guys are going to do, but make it yours. Build some videos this weekend, you guys, no matter what it is. Have some fun. Beyond grateful for each and every one of you guys. Have a wonderful day.